Hot chocolate bombs are all the rage right now. If you don't know what they are, they're these little balls of chocolate that are filled with hot cocoa. So when you put them into warm or hot milk, you get like the most delicious hot chocolate you've ever had. So I'm going to make those today using my Instant Pot. What is up, you guys? It is Karli here, and you are officially cooking with Karli. Like I said earlier, we are making hot chocolate bombs today. So I have these little silicone sphere molds, and hot chocolate bombs are like everyone's making them. So these are near impossible to find. I had to buy them on eBay and wait like weeks for them to even get here. So while I show you how to just make them in general, I'm also going to experiment with the egg bite mold to see if I can get them to work, because I know majority of people who own an Instant Pot also own the egg bite mold. So crossing my fingers that I can get this to work. My worries are that the silicone is a lot more like rigid. It's much thicker and stiff than this silicone. So I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get the chocolate to pop out of here. I may leave the chocolate in here while I fill it so that it's not so fragile, you know? So I don't know. We're gonna give it a whirl, but to start out, either way, we're going to take some chocolate, and I just have like dipping chocolate here. It's a big bar of dipping chocolate, and we're going to chop that very finely and put it into a glass bowl that's on top of our Instant Pot. Let's put some water in the bottom of the Instant Pot, and we'll get that heating so that the heat from the water is going to help melt our chocolate. Now, it is very important to keep our chocolate below 90 degrees in temperature. If you bring it higher than 90 degrees, the chocolate won't ever fully set back up, and when you touch the chocolate, it'll just like automatically melt in your hands, and it's just kind of a mess to work with. So we're going to get the bowl and everything warm, and then I'll turn it off, and we're going to start stirring in this chocolate and melting it very slowly. I have a full video about how to use your Instant Pot as a double boiler that I can link here, and you can go check that out if you want more information about how to use your Instant Pot as a double boiler. So I'm just pressing the saute button here. I'm just going to leave it at normal just for it to all heat up. So now that that's going, I'm gonna chop up this chocolate. So you can see I'm cutting these up into very, very fine pieces. And so I'm doing this so that it all melts evenly at the same time, so we don't get some like really hot spots and other spots that are colder, and so it just all melts evenly. You can cut it like this. You can actually grate it using like a cheese grater too. That'll get you really fine chocolate. You can also use chocolate chips. Just be careful, because chocolate chips tend to get hot really fast. So a lot of hot chocolate bomb recipes will tell you to microwave your hot chocolate, which of course you can melt chocolate in the microwave. But I like to do it this way just because you can control that temperature a little bit easier. With the microwave, it is so easy to get it too hot. And then, like, as I've been testing this, it's impossible to like put the two halves of the sphere together, because it just melts in your hand. Like, from freezing to touching it in like 5 seconds, you've got chocolate fingers. Okay, starting to get warm here. So let's toss this chocolate in. I'm gonna set this aside. So the key to making sure that your chocolate doesn't get over 90 degrees is that as soon as it starts to melt and your bowl is still going to be hot, we're going to pull it off and put it onto our cutting board here and finish stirring the chocolate while it melts from the heat of the bowl. Now it's starting to boil. This is an arm workout. Oh, my arm's tired. So it's at 89, 90 degrees right now, which is exactly where we want it to be. I'm just checking this with my Thermapen. It's from a company called ThermoWorks. It's like my one of my favorite kitchen appliances. In fact, if you're interested in more of my kitchen gadgets that I use all the time, I've made a video. You should check it out. I feature this ThermaPen on there, and like I honestly use it every day for multiple things. Okay, here we've got melted chocolate. I'm gonna move this. Done with this guy. Now we're just going to coat the silicone with chocolate. I'm going to use about, I don't know, like 2 teaspoons of chocolate maybe in these. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it with a spoon. I'm going to do these ones thicker, and since it's so much more like rigid, I think I'm actually going to spray this with Pam. Maybe I'll do like half and half to see if it helps for them to pop out, you know, easier. Do a little experiment with that. So I'm just going to fill these with chocolate. And I know with these more flimsy silicone ones, we don't need any spray or anything like that. So I'm just going to put the chocolate in and then kind of spread it up to the edges here. Just like that. And of course, you don't want to see the purple shining through. It means your chocolate's too thin there. So make sure you've got a nice coat of chocolate. So this tray is done. So obviously to make the ball, you need 2 halves. So this tray will make 3 chocolate bombs. And I'm going to pop this into the freezer for about 5 minutes to help that chocolate set up. So these are about twice as deep as these. So I'm thinking I'm not going to put 2 of them together. I'm just going to like make each little egg bite here its own chocolate bomb. So you have the potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have the potential for 7 hot chocolate bombs here. I think I've got enough chocolate for probably 4. So let's spray with Pam on 2, and we'll do 2 without and see if it makes a difference. So that one's got it. That one's got it. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want, so you don't miss out on any of my new recipe videos or, you know, favorite things, taste testing videos. We got a lot of stuff going on over here. Okay, so I'm definitely putting up more chocolate. So like a thicker wall of chocolate here than I did with the purple ones. The Pam is making it kind of hard. It's just kind of making the chocolate slip, but I think I've got it to where it's all sticking. All right. Okay, those 2 seem to be good. Let's do a few without the Pam. Do them over here. See if those will come out. I'm going to pop these in the freezer also, and then gather up my hot chocolate supplies. I've got some hot chocolate, obviously, marshmallows. We've got some like little York peppermint patties that I thought would be good, some caramel bites. So you can, seriously, there's endless options of like what you can put inside of your hot chocolate bomb to flavor your hot chocolate. Those like really good mints that come out at Christmas time, they're like kind of soft. You can chew them really easily. You know what I'm talking about. These are headed into the freezer also, and we will revisit them in like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to go grab the chocolate that's in the freezer, pull it out. We'll take a look at it. We're gonna finish these chocolate bombs. I've got gloves on here for a few reasons: to help avoid chocolate melting in the fingers, and so I can handle these chocolate balls without putting fingerprints all over them. So here's the egg bite mold ones and just our regular chocolate ones. I'm gonna set these aside for a second and work on these. So my plan is to fill them with the hot chocolate, the marshmallows, all the things, and then put chocolate on top so they're all sealed, and then put them back in the freezer, make sure they're all nice and hard and sealed shut, and then we're going to try to pop them out. I think it'll be better for me to try to pop them out when they're full. I think we'll have more success that way than when they're a little bit in more of a fragile state. So hot chocolate powder going in first. Let's put some, so here's our like little York peppermint patties. I'm gonna do two of those, why not? And let's do some, oh no, I need my scissors. Some caramel bites. I feel like that would be really fun. In one of them, whoa. And we'll fill all of them the rest of the way up with marshmallows. Stuff those marshmallows in there good. I'm gonna take the rest of this melted chocolate here, and I'm just going to put it on top and spread it around and kind of seal everything shut. Just like this. And we can clean up the edges after we pop it out. Let's toss these back into the freezer for another 5-10 minutes or so, and we will get working on these ones. So here we go. This is such a fun part. So they just literally pop out. I don't know. It's just amazing. How fun is that? So I actually like to keep them in the mold when I'm filling them and then refreezing them after we put the top on, just so that it's not like rolling around. So I'm going to keep 3 of these in the molds here, and then we're going to top the rest, right? So let's fill this bottom up with the hot cocoa. Trying to keep this edge here as like clean and powder free as possible. And we'll fill these with, you know, whatever we want. We'll do one of each kind. Here. And remember, we're going to have all of that room in the top, so you can stack up these marshmallows pretty high. So I put the remaining chocolate just in like a baggie like this. And then I'm going to snip the edge here. And I'm just going to put some chocolate around the edges of here, of these top pieces, and then kind of plop them on top. And then we're gonna put them back into the freezer. I'm gonna toss these back into the freezer to help that middle layer of chocolate set up. Should we warm up some milk?
Yeah.
We should. I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the camera. Okay, so these are the ones that we put Pam spray. We did not here. I can see it around the edge. So I'm gonna grab a plate and see if we can pop these out. They're rock solid. So I can see like this one, I can like crack it away from the sides. I feel like I could get this one out. It worked! Look, you guys, it worked. Wow, I'm really pleased. I don't know about you, but I'm really pleased. So these ones were the ones with the Pam spray. We'll see if these come out easier, harder. They can come out. I don't know. Cast your vote below. Okay, definitely not just like popping out there. like the other ones did. But it's not breaking either. Hey, look at us go. You do have to push really hard on these. So if you're doing with the egg bite molds, make sure you leave them in the freezer. Chocolate everywhere. Make sure you leave them in the freezer for like a solid 20 minutes before you try to do this. Wow, I am so pleased with these. And here are the regular ones. So you can take like a knife or something and smooth that out. You can drizzle it with chocolate. You can put sprinkles on them. There's just like seriously endless things that you can do. But you can see that those popped out. So much easier. But again, you can't even find these right now. So the egg bite molds worked. So if you have an egg bite mold, you can totally make these. So let's put one of these into a cup with the hot milk. So watch the magic happen. This is just a cup of milk, 1 cup, and I put it in the microwave for 2 minutes to get it nice and hot. Okay, I'm going to warm up a little bit more milk so we can try it with one of these egg bite mold hot chocolate bombs. Just want to make sure that it works, that the chocolate all melts and everything, right? We have to follow through with this experiment all the way. So that all melted, the chocolate's all melted. We've got our marshmallows and it smells divine. Do you want to come and taste this for us? But it's hot, so be careful. What do you think?
It tastes just like hot chocolate.
Is it like really good hot chocolate? Really chocolatey?
Yeah.
Good. I want to do one that has like caramel or something in it, but I don't know which one is what. I don't know what. I don't know what's what. Which one should I do? This one? Okay. So I'm going to stick this in here, just like so. Got our hot milk. Again. Let's let the magic happen. See what's inside. Well, that concludes our hot chocolate bomb video, and we found out that you can make it with either the regular sphere mold or your egg bite mold. How exciting is that? So make yourself some hot chocolate bombs because they are the bomb. I couldn't keep a straight face.